Woo! What's good? LDG Lockdown Gang in the building. First and foremost, glory to God. Thank you for waking us up and allowing us to do what we love to do, man. Hey, I got a cool little video for y'all. I ain't gonna be too quick for y'all. Too long, put it that way. I want to ask y'all an honest question. Do y'all think badges do too much? Honestly, I was looking at 2K2's video and he was talking about fearless finisher and how if you have the badge that it can negate your contest. And I have mixed opinions about it. I get it. Certain badges, I get it. You know, you want to create it where you want to optimize people to use these badges, right? But one thing that stood out to me with the badge system, right, and it comes to the defense and offense, like, battle that we have. Number one is that when he didn't have the badge on, they got a 29 contested layup, right, animation. When he did have the badge on, it dropped all the way down to a 20 to 18% contested layup because he had it on Hall of Fame. And then when I think about badges, right? When I think about badges and the defense and offense, and we say like, how is that 8%, 12%, 11%, when we're literally in the vicinity and in the faces and we're jumping and it's 30 or 20 and 40%. Now it's starting to dawn on me, these badges are impacting the contest. And if the contest system already is not consistent, I'm not saying it's not in a game, it's just not consistent to the point where it makes sense, right? Where it's logical to a degree. Now there's times, I know everybody always have blocks, you gotta have this, you gotta have that. I definitely understand that. I definitely get that piece, right? But what I'm getting at is that positioning is positioning at the end of the day. And that's one thing that we always need to remember. Like, you can have 99 blocks, you can have all these things, that's cool, but there's times where you don't have to jump and you can get a good contest. If you look at anybody in the NBA, look at how many times they actually contest a shot, like jumping wise. Look how many times do they actually fully use their jumping abilities. Like, I want y'all to really pay attention to that. Like, I know this is a video game, but I want you to, like, if this is supposed to be a simulation of real basketball, the only time people jump is when they're out of position and they're running to contest a shot from somebody being wide open. That's a lot of the times where you see them jump, but you never see people jump with high blocks and all full capacity on jump shots and certain things. Right or wrong. But they can distract the shot by having the right positioning. And that's the thing that I feel like we totally miss in the game. When we have these small guards putting on these tons and tons of badges to negate our contest. Because think about it, we only have one badge, which is, Intimidator. That's our only badge, y'all. We only have Intimidator. So with the Intimidator badge, that badge is only doing so much. It's going up against Fearless Finisher, Slithery Finisher, Limitless Takeoff on Hall of Fame, Blinders, Deadeye, Circus Threes, what else? Lucky Number 7, Hot Zone Hunter, what else? Spot Up 3. It's going up against so much. And that one badge is not going to be able, if you look at the game of programming, you cannot program a badge to stop all those badges. It's just not possible. The algorithm will be out of whack. It'll be out of whack. And that's why you have a lot of these guys, short guards, even tall, whatever. They're dunking on you, they're finishing on you. And sometimes you do get the benefit of the doubt, but sometimes you don't. And you always ask yourself, man, what the heck? How is that possible? What the heck? You get what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, I truly feel that badges can maybe do more, too much, I should say, do over the top. They're allowing you to get away with a lot more than what you should. I think shooting is a skill. I truly believe that. I don't like how we bail out bad shooting. And I know people are gonna say, yo, you wasn't there, because I understand the game now. The game correlates a contest with, if I go into my shooting motion, if you don't jump, even if you're there, like you can be literally there. If you don't jump, it's not a contest. And that's not all the way true. Even if you don't jump, it's still a contest. But the contest that they give you is so small now in this year because of those badges. Back in the day, we didn't have all those badges. So you didn't make a lot of those shots. You didn't make a lot of those shots. And the thing is, and we always say, well, it's getting real life. Steph Curry can't even shoot like that. If somebody is 6'7" and they don't jump, and even if they're on the side of you, that is a tough ass shot to shoot. Your release is going to be different. The way you shoot the ball will be different. The way you get your shot up and shot off is going to be different. And in 2K, you can still get into your somewhat full animation or contested or broke back. We call it the broke back animation, and still green a shot because of the badges that you have. If you have certain badges, you're able to do those things. I do truly feel like this badge system needs more critiques and more changes and more adjustments so it can be more logical and more reliable. If I'm getting a fearless finisher take, and I'm able to lower my contest by 10% because of a badge, that's unbelievable to me. You can have high layups, you can have high stats, and it can improve your ability to increase your chances, but positioning should matter more, right? And then the stats of the other person should matter more. Timing should not necessarily matter more, but the stats of the other person should take into place. How you jumping, when you jumping, when the animation takes, all those things. Like, we gotta get out of these canned scriptedness, and we have to figure out a way to make it more organic, more real, more seamless. Like, I get it. If you're a 7-footer and you jumping up on a 6'5" or 6'2", it don't matter if they jump. You're not gonna get a crazy contest. And I get the concept of what they're trying to do. But what happens sometimes is when you're a 7-footer and the 6'5" jumps on the right side and it jumps on the right situation, they can still get a 5 or 6% contest. And you're like, what in the blue moon? How the heck did I only get a 5? I jumped on the same side of the ball, but the game's contest system is weird. It's unreliable in a lot of ways, and it's inconsistent in a lot of ways. It works at times. I'm not gonna say it's not there. It works at times, but sometimes you be like, what? How did that 5%? 6%? Because the way the game process it is, if I get my animation off before you get into your jump animation, then it counts as a non-contest. That's how the contest system works. And then it's always low too. You rarely see 80, 70, 90%. You rarely see those. The most consistent is a 30 or 40. If I'm 6'8" and I'm guarding a 5'2", if I'm guarding a 5'4", if I'm guarding a 5'10", the logic doesn't go back the other way. You're still giving the logic and the benefit to the smaller players because of the badge that they got that negates my ability to get a better contest. If I'm 6'8" and I'm 6'7" and a short guy shoots it over me, I don't have to jump. I don't have to jump, y'all. That's the most dumbest thing I've ever heard. That you're getting a low contest because you don't jump. I'm 6'7", I don't need to jump. The only time I need to jump is when somebody is taller than me and their jump shot is high. Kevin Durant don't jump at a lot of damn jump shots because he's 6'11". He's 6'11". Positioning should matter more than just these badges. Tell me you don't get away with poor decision making in 2K, you lying. And you're part of the problem. And I don't mean to take this out on anybody, but you're part of the problem. I ain't mean to go too long, but I start getting into the concept of the game. If you say that positioning shouldn't matter like that, you're part of the problem. If you think it's okay to put on a badge on Hall of Fame and then limit my ability to get a better contest, you're part of the problem. Because if I'm in the right position, then it shouldn't lower my contest because of my positioning. I'm still playing defense. I'm 6'7", you're 5'9". I don't have to jump. Your jump shot ain't even getting off the ground like that. Do you know what a 5'7" has to do to shoot over a 6'7"? I just want to know. Do you know? Because in 2K, you really don't feel like that. These guards can run, and the game will negate my contest based off the badge. It will determine what kind of jump animation I get. And you notice, play the game without those badges and try to shoot on a 6'7" without jumping. Guarantee they don't get those shots off. And this is where I'm getting at. I truly feel like the badges are doing a little bit too much. It's allowing people to play basketball in a, I don't want to use the word realistic, but in a non-consequential way. I can run around, I can do whatever I want, and I can get away with it. And I know what your argument's going to be, bait. If you're good, you good, you ain't got to worry about that. I'm talking about the skilled players that know how to exploit the game. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm getting at. I don't care about the casuals. These videos ain't never about casuals. Because I get casuals is only going to do what they're able to do. I'm talking about people that's good, that know how to use this to their advantage, to they know. I don't want people to learn exploits that makes the game broken, because that's why the game gets redundant. That's why the game gets boring. And I'm being honest. Y'all always be like, just learn. No, bruh. That's why 2K gets stagnant and boring a lot, because all we want people to do is to learn how to exploit the game the same way. That's all we want. Just learn the exploits. You be all right. That's all we want to do. We don't want people to be better. You don't want people to be better. This community don't want people to be better. Just learn the exploits. That's what the game's telling us to do. Just do what the game's telling us. No. We can make it better. But we're part of the own problem, because we don't want to stand up and stand for something. We just want to be okay with conforming. We know there's a problem with the game. We know there's a problem with the logic, and we don't care. We're going to play it because that's what we do. I'm going to play it, but I'm always going to voice my opinion. I don't give a damn. Nobody ain't got to like me. I don't care. I'm going to stand for something. I'm a part of this community. Stand for something. I'm not a follower. I don't follow nobody. I don't follow the crowd. I don't do what they tell me to do. I do what I do over here. I say what I want to say over here. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody, but I'm not going to continue to allow us to continue to play basketball but not feeling like there's any kind of consequence to how we play basketball. Teach people how to get better. Yeah, it's a video game, but you can learn a lot from a video game and try to apply some of those video game thoughts and techniques to real life when it comes to spacing, when it comes to understanding ball movement, when it comes to taking a good shot and a bad shot. These kids play this game and they go out there and shoot the same shots they shooting in 2K, thinking that's how you play basketball. No, we can show people how to play basketball the right way. You don't always have to exploit a game to be good. We can agree to disagree. But I stand for more than just nonsense and exploits. And this is how the game's supposed to be played. 2K can do better, but they will never do better unless we want them to do better. If we continue to conform and do what they tell us to do, then we know greater than them, man. I don't conform, man. I'm always about trying to teach people to be better. Be the best version of you. I'm gonna cut this up because I was talking about a whole bunch of stuff, but y'all get it, man. Answer the question at the end of the day. Are badges doing too much? It's your boy, Bay, man. Live life, stress less, rocking one of the best. But I've got in my life to be a mess, man. Have faith, hope, and love. See y'all soon. Peace.